Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to Saber Brick Studios, guys. Today I have a very random video for you guys today. So recently one of my friends had a birthday and he did get a couple of sets that are the COBI, whatever you want to call it, brand. It is a Polish brand, so I'm not sure how you would pronounce that kind of there, but it is a cool brand nonetheless. Definitely a really cool model, and I came across this Titanic model that I actually got back in Ireland. And if you guys don't know, Ireland is actually the last stop that the Titanic took before it hit the iceberg in 1912. So definitely a very, very historic area for that. There actually was a museum there for that. And that set was actually at that museum. And I really, really wanted to get it because it looked really cool. So I did get it. But back then, I kind of just forgot about building it. When my friend got those Lego sets that are the same brand, I was like, you know what? I should definitely try to build this. So I did. So I'll show you guys me building it right now. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. I actually wasn't able to get bag 1 done because part of it was already built, so I just decided to just do bag 2 for the time lapse. But anyways guys, let's look at this behemoth of a set. Said this is the 1912 Titanic COBI set. Not sure what year it came from. COBI's kind of a confusing brand to me. I'm a lot newer to it, so I apologize for my lack of kind of knowledge of the brand, as it's not Lego. I'm not really sure, but this does come with a really, really nice kind of plaque almost, with the RMS Titanic 1912 there. I really do like that. It's also a cool iceberg kind of mold piece that they have going on there. Definitely really, really cool. I also do like this custom piece that's kind of chipped away, looking like kind of ice that's kind of beat up. So that's really, really cool. Alright guys, so let's get into the real part of the set, which is of course is the Titanic. If you guys don't know, it is a ship from the early 20th century, and it did tragically hit an iceberg in the middle of the Atlantic. I do believe a lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people did manage to survive. It was very tragic because a lot of them froze to death in the water because it was so freezing, as shown by this kind of iceberg build that they have built there that I showed you guys previously. But of course, like I said guys, this set does come with a lot of really cool stickers, including 2 on opposite sides of this front part of the ship. That's a Titanic. They also come with a couple of stickers up here, and I must say the stickers were kind of a pain to put on the ship, especially on this part of it. You guys can see there's a lot of kind of air marks and air bubbles because of when you put down the stickers, they kind of just stick out. There's quite a few stickers, which is pretty crazy to think about, but they do really add to the set. They do really make it look cool, make it look like it's very big just because of the amount of stickers. And then you guys can probably also see this kind of red underscore here on the bottom of the ship. Definitely a really, really cool detail, very accurate to the actual ship. They also have a couple of other tan lines kind of going throughout that base of the ship there. Definitely a lot of bricks on this part of it. Definitely a lot of bricks, like I said. So yeah, let's get into the other side of the ship. Guys, so the other side of the ship is actually exactly identical to the opposite side, as you would probably guess from just being the same ship in general. But let's get into the kind of detail on the top decks. Alright guys, like I said, looking at this front part of the ship, it is very similar to the back part of the ship in terms of like being tiled off and having a couple smoke shacks and whatever these are representative of. Really, really cool design nonetheless. I do believe that these black kind of pieces here, they're supposed to be there. I don't know what they're supposed to represent. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, I'm not too familiar with the kind of history of the design of the ship and just the history of it in general. So alright guys, moving to the back part of the ship, we do have a really cool kind of sticker detail. I kind of screwed it up because it was really hard to put on. Not a really great design for that because they kind of do overlap, but it does have the Great Britain emblem there, their flag in the corner. I am not sure what the red represents. Maybe that just represents that it is a passenger class cruiser. Not really sure, but it is really cool detail nonetheless. They also do have these kind of like railing pieces that go along with the entire back of the ship and down the sides. I'll get to that later on, but they do come with a lot of these really cool details. I'm not sure what these are representing. Obviously these are meant to represent smoke shacks, but I'm not sure what those are. And then obviously the kind of, if you want to call it like rope or something above there that goes around it, is attached with this. Very loosely attached, it's not too sturdy, but it is really cool and it is very accurate to the actual design. Then moving to this kind of like balcony area, we do have a couple railings. You could probably imagine people standing there. This is not minifigure scale. Just to give you a reference, this is a Will Turner minifigure from there. That's how big a minifigure would look on this set. So it's definitely not minifigure scale accurate, but it is a very big set, as it is, I believe, 932 pieces. Then moving down this kind of sides of this, guys, there is 20 of these kind of lifeboats here. That is really cool how they're able to kind of work that in. That does kind of attach to the kind of bricks here right there. Must say they're actually pretty cool design. I really like the molds of it. Obviously not minifigure scale. That kind of sucks, but that's kind of the reality. This thing would be absolutely ginormous if it was minifigure scale. And those kind of run down the side of the boat like it would be in the real life. Then moving on to kind of these kind of smoke shacks up here, there's 4 of them, very accurate to how the Titanic actually was, and they are able to get that kind of slope down there by just using a simple like connector piece right there. I'm not sure what it's called. Again, I'm not really familiar with the COBI kind of brick names and stuff like that, but it is very similar to Lego, I must say. So I'm very impressed with the design though. It does look very good. They were able to get those kind of angles there. They also have smoke shacks on all of them, which looks really cool altogether. And overall, the ship looks just really great. So on the back side of the ship, guys, we do have these kind of 3 propeller-like pieces here. I'm not really sure what they would be called on a ship. I'm very sorry about that. I don't have a very extensive knowledge of the sea or anything like that. So yeah, but they are really cool. They do look like they'd be able to power that, because I know they're very powerful to be able to push a giant freighter ship like this across the Atlantic Ocean. So that's really cool. I wanted to show you guys a comparison of size. So that is the Black Pearl set from the Pirates of the Caribbean wave, I believe from 2011, 2012, something like that. I may be wrong about that date, but I'm going to compare it to the size of this. And if you guys can't tell, the Titanic is a lot longer than the Black Pearl, which you would probably be able to guess. Obviously, the Black Pearl is minifigure scale, so it's not 100% a fair comparison, because minifigures on this, like I showed you with the Will Turner figure, are very small. But nonetheless, the Titanic is much larger than this Black Pearl. I do believe the Titanic does have more pieces too. Now, obviously, they're completely different brands, so they're not meant to be mashed at all together. But a fair comparison nonetheless. I really think it was cool to kind of see these ships together. I do really like ships. I don't know much about them, but it's kind of a newer hobby for me to kind of get into. So yeah, I thought I should show you guys that. But nonetheless, guys, this is an impressive brick design and model. Definitely something I would recommend if you guys like the Titanic, maybe trying to pick them up. They're actually not that expensive online. I looked up the price of it on eBay. They're actually not that bad, and I must say I'm thoroughly impressed with the quality of the brick. Very similar to Lego. Definitely different. The sticker work was definitely not fun. That was probably the worst part of the entire set, as there was a lot of stickers, and you kind of have to like perfectly wrap it around this, and then it kind of distorts it with the black in the background. It kind of makes the white look like a gray, so that really does not look great. But everything else with the set, guys, in my opinion, is really cool. Definitely worth kind of checking out if you're interested in it. And anyways, guys, I know this video is pretty random, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. If you guys did and you like these kind of random reviews, why don't you guys let me know by leaving a like down below. And of course, as always, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out here on YouTube. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys on the next one.